talk about the cars. So me and Harley came outside to show you guys the cars. She's right here with me. We're going to show you the RSX, but we'll do the update on Kane and tell you where everything's headed, and then we'll show you the RSX. So I got a new turbo blanket because I soaked the old one in oil, put it in a McDonald's bag because I was going to wash it when I got home and I didn't want to leak oil all over my floor, and I threw it away. So we got the paint to do the bay on her car, the Del Sol build, which that Del Sol will be used for the process of build videos. And then I got the paint for the valve cover. We were going to wrinkle black it like the compressor cover and leave it because we did have this badass paint scheme planned out for the compressor cover and valve cover. And I just got antsy and said, fuck it, I'm going to wrinkle black the compressor cover and then I'll hit the valve cover when I get a sec. And we ain't got paint, so we'll do that. The compressor cover is probably going to stay wrinkle black. I don't mind it at all. Yeah. Harley's going to get that spark plug wire cover on hers. And I'm going to put the carbon fiber one on here, so you guys will see that soon. I got to get a new fuse box lid. My buddy has that. Found an overflow I'm going to use for the radiator. The bay will just keep getting cleaned up. We're going to hit the rest of the car black. I got some R888s on it. When I paint the rear wheels, I got to do some stuff to the rear suspension. When I paint the rear wheels, I'll paint these. Sean and Josh were cool enough to tell me I could have them. Said I could have these tires were at like 60%, so they gave them to me with these rims and mounted them for me and everything. So figured that was very cool. And then we have Harley's RSX. So this thing's a base model automatic we got. Has actually working AC, runs and drives fine, other than has a motor issue. But we were already planning on using the K24. Now, after looking this thing over, it definitely has been in a few accidents, not just one. We'll get new headlights, bumper. Looks like we can just press the hood back, fucking beat the fenders into submission, and we'll have like Kane's sister over here, I guess. So this car is just getting similar type of thing. We're gonna budget slap it together. Harley's got some parts figured out and ordered that she wanted specifically for this car, and she wants to do it a certain way as far as how she wants it to be in the end. So we made sure that when we bought it, we only had to buy it once. So this car will have some decently nice parts on it, and then it'll all be stock, you know, whatever condition we have of that also. So it'll probably have a really nice bay like Kane, and then the body will probably look similar to this for a little while. And then yeah, right now we just started, I pulled the air box out and started pulling the fuse box off and some brackets off so we can get the turbo kit fitted. But really I have to diagnose and troubleshoot this. I have to bend the core support. Luckily that's just the only spot that's bad. I literally just have to bend that back. I'll end up connecting it there and pulling it out. The condenser's beat up, but it is holding pressure and the AC works. The radiator, they ran a sheet metal screw in all over the car. So I'll grab another radiator for it. Now, this car, yeah, we got a battery because it didn't have a battery, so we went and bought a battery. Harley ordered a bunch of shit. It's all waiting at the house. We got stuff here at my house, but her mom's house is where we sent all the car parts because we were going to go see her mom out there. So we were like, oh, it's in Maricopa. We'll send the parts there. That'll give us a reason to, like, you know, go out there and hang out with the family and, like, make a day of it. So Harley's doing automatic with that, with either, we might use another K20 just because, like, we have one, but we also have a K24, and I wanted to use a K24A2 with a big housing 30R on it and a little nitrous to spool later on the stall. So she'll have a nice little automatic turbo RSX. She's got a few different things to tune it on. We'll see which one works out better, but it has to be ran parallel with the stock ECU to be able to be tunable and then have the transmission happy with the computer. So as far as right now, that car's stock. We're gonna diagnose the motor. If we can use it, we'll pull it out, do the coilovers, the bushings, the steering rack stuff to get it in better position for the car being lowered, and then paint the bay and basically do the whole process of build on it. Shoot video. She'll shoot video. She'll be painting, welding, tuning. She'll be doing like everything to this car. She's really excited. So I'll be guiding her along the way, and we'll be doing it. She's been building the cars and go-peds and dirt bikes and stuff with me for years. I mean, since we've been together. She's done a few drag car builds with me. She's built Kane with me. She's been pretty involved through that stuff. That's who I talk to at night about everything, right? So this little car for her is going to be pretty dope. We're going to set up the rolling anti-lag and D-cell popping and the upshift power limitation stuff for like the popping and banging on the upshifts for like the full throttle shift. through the auto ECU. So when she uses the Tiptronic, it'll be like a timed shift event versus like it just doing it in drive and having no control over power control over the shifts. Because the one thing I'm worried is not putting so much power to it that it slips the tranny. Because the thing is, you got to remember, this thing's going on probably like 15 to 20, 25, 30 pounds. It's not really that, to be honest with you. It's actually when it shifts about slipping and not wanting to hold the gear. So we'll see. I've done a few automatic Hondas and a lot of the automatic Volvos and stuff. So we'll kind of see what happens. But this RSX project turned out really cool for Harley. It ended up being what she wanted for a daily. I had promised it to her a couple years ago, and she had been through a couple other cars and waited on me, and then said, no, build Kane, we'll do my car after, and waited. So the other day I was like, hey, we're going home, you know, and I pulled over and picked up this RSX because I already had it all set up. And then I came home and was like, all right, here's your grand. We got to spend like 4 racks on this motherfucker. Here's a grand. What do you want? And we spent that grand first, and then I went and put more money in the bank and spent that. And then I was like, all right, well, I need to get you this shit because this is what I need for your car. So I went and got that shit. And then I was like, oh, I need this shit for her car. So I put more money in the fucking bank and went and ordered it. And now I'm on the last like $2,000 of it. And I'm like, all right, I got to go put that in the fucking bank now. This car is fucking goddamn. Even though it's like a stock running RSX for a grand, just because we're going to change the motor, then the turbo kit, the return fuel system, the wiring harness tuck, painting the bay, doing all that other shit. Not to mention, she's like, I want a sequential. So I'm like, okay, so when this thing goes from auto, like basically as soon as it starts slipping, I have to figure out how we're going to get a fucking sequential tranny. I need a fucking dog box. It's funny because like I do all this budget stuff and this and that, but when it comes to certain things, you just like can't get around it. And I've tried to figure out transmission solutions for my car, and then like what would we do for her car, like being automatic, like building a tranny. It's crazy, but couple $1,000 car with couple $1,000 swap with a cheap turbo kit is going to end up with $10, $12, $15,000 fucking transmissions in them. But the cool thing is, a Type S in my car, even if I pulled that swap out and put it in an RSX, that transmission's gonna, like, when you think about it, like that better first gear, the fact it's a dog box, granted, you can flat foot shift it, beat the shit out of it with sync road. Reliability wise goes down kind of hill. If you have any shifting issues, that kind of eliminates it too, right? So going to a better tranny for me and her, like for me, is probably going to be like legitimately from the 5-speed open diff to like an LSD dog box proper gear ratio tranny, probably like a half fucking second. So as soon as I bury this thing into the 10s, if I can put it in the RSX and keep it in the 10s with a stock motor and a bulletproof tranny, I wouldn't mind that. I have pretty good luck with these stock trannies after being through a few of them and having other K cars of how to like drive them to get them to take the power and how to like feed the power in or, you know, make it easier on it. But Harley wants a sequential. That right there, like when I put the car on Fuel Tech, that's not even that expensive comparatively, but that tranny is going to be fucking expensive, and I'm going to have to like figure that out. So last time I did a dog box build was like 12 years ago, and it was already like $6,500. I can only imagine what it's going to be now. But I'll take a casing, I'll pull it apart, I'll start on my trans build. Basically, after I put these Type S cams and fuel system into my car, we were saying we were going to paint it black and just start racing it and hunting with it and having fun and just cleaning it up as I go and keep doing the same thing we're doing right now. Because the motor wasn't going to get too crazy, but I am changing the turbo. And then I always planned on putting a dog box in it. Harley's build, I told her she could have whatever she wanted. She's like, the power is good. I want to use the auto, but I want a sequential out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, well, the auto tranny, whatever, but she can drive a 5-speed. So I think she deserves it. She's put up with my shit for long enough. I'm fucking wild as fuck. She stayed with me while I was in prison. She fucking kept all my shit. She's been a really good woman in my life. And I try to give her whatever I can, whatever she wants, and she doesn't ask for anything. So this is something I could do for her. I'm really good with the cars, like I would like to. So, you know, by Christmas time, we'll have the car done. And then maybe for 2026, I can come back in January and go, hey, I got my swap into an RSX or a Civic 4-door or whatever. I'm trying to do like a newer chassis. and AC and have a nice daily and make power and tune cars, and people to be like, that's a nice tuner's car. It's fast. And, you know, I can drive you guys around in it when we go get spark plugs or food when we're tuning your cars. And me and Harley can drive it. She'll have her RSX. I'll have mine. We'll have some nice ass cars. Nice little YouTube channel, little 2K series cars is set. So we're in that direction right now. I have the product development coming out as far as the strain gauge shift knobs or micro switch based design shift knobs are a huge thing I want to do. The strut bars and a few other things were something I wanted to do and I've been playing with, even like a universal throttle cable option where you can buy it by length or make it yourself as a kit. Some cool options there. So I'm figuring all that out. But yeah, this build and my car, you know, you guys, you know, this video kind of gives you the full rundown of where everything's at, where it's headed, this, that. And Harley will be doing some 1250 index, bracket, women's class, whatever available to race for her she can. And we're trying to keep it a street tire 1250 with a K24 TSX motor through that auto tranny with a big housing 30R. So that's that whole spiel on that car. Probably 91 octane, maybe E85. And then my car will probably be E85, big fuel system, which I already have. And then set the motor up right, which is pretty much a stock motor, there's not much to it, and then build the tranny and get it into a shell I want. So these are simple things that aren't really actually that too much to do. It's not too inclusive, it's not too far of a stretch. And money-wise, besides the dog box and the sequential, those are attainable things for me to do. I mean, financially, it's not much. And in a month, you see how much I've gotten done from basically not having a car to getting Kane running till now. It's gone through so much. This money just like flows. Business just goes with the cars. When I didn't have a car, business was very slow. I wasn't doing YouTube and things just weren't good like that. So having the car, being here to talk to you guys, showing you what I can do, doing these builds constantly, this, that has led to an influx of clientele, which has led to more money, which has led to the availability to do this. So the dog box and sequential aside, by the end of 2025, me and Harley should be some really nice dailies that we like, that are reliable, and I'll have a couple backup transmissions and motors and all our spare parts that we get, and we'll be able to just drive those and enjoy them and have some nice dailies. And then our fleet will grow a little bit. We have 3 cars right now. I mean, we'll have 4 here soon, and you know, the other 2 dailies just kind of will be good fallbacks then, and if we need any money we can sell them. So this is very much so like a, you know, budget, my real life, small company, tuning cars, like just tuning cars. Like I'm doing fab and builds and all this, but all this money and shit is pretty much just from tuning. So just from my friends going, hey, Sean tunes good, you should get tuned to buy them. And what you guys see, like, that's it. I don't have the shop right now. I don't have, you know, the space to do all this stuff. I have my storage in my house, and I have other places that I do builds at, or shops that I have area at that I can, like, okay, I can go here, put the car here, do the build. But till we open a shop or get a bigger, like a house that I can do builds at, this is just the way it is, doing the mobile stuff, mainly tuning, wiring, troubleshooting, selling parts, and then building stuff just because, like, I can take the TIG welder to their house, build it there, then put it back in storage type shit. So some real shit. This is my day-to-day life. Shit's crazy. So it's fun though. Anyways, you guys will see some videos of the preliminary on that RSX by next week. You'll see the Del Sol process build videos start by next week, and the prepare for tuning, or how to be ready for tuning. I'm going to use Kane for that in the next week or 2. So some good videos to come out, some good things for you guys to see. We got like 30 things coming in the mail I haven't shown you guys yet, so I'll take pictures and video that and start posting them. And I'm just excited to be able to do these builds with your guys' help, and just you being around to hang out and enjoy it with us. Harley's excited to build her first drag car, and this just is fucking awesome. So thanks for letting me live my dream, you guys, and I really do appreciate you guys being there. I love Harley more than anything, and I really appreciate the fact she puts up with my shit. So I'm happy we could build her a car and really get this thing going. So we'll see what happens. Within the next 2 or 3 weeks, her car will be turboed and driving around, and she'll be doing call-outs at the street races with some other girls. I think that'll be fun. There's a couple girls out here with some turbo Hondas I think she should race that would have a good time. So if you guys know anybody, it's a female that has like a Honda or a similar car, let me know, because it might be good to set up a little YouTube video. Maybe they could go get a run in or something. We can maybe they could do it like in bathing suits or G-strings or something. Yeah, we get that. Maybe like winner has to make out with the loser or something. Yeah. Maybe like winner makes out with the loser, you and her race. Maybe you cuddle after, console her. You console her for losing. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you later. Next video to go up will be Kane racing a vet. We got a couple rolls in. I think I got some other hunting videos, and I already started shooting video for the RSX and these fuel and other thing upgrades for Kane, along with the prepare for tuning videos. Process to build videos again. I'll go up next week with the RSX. All right. Later, you guys. Can I see you later? Oh, you almost stepped on Kitty.